Hello and welcome to the tutorial for a connected brim. I'm showing this on a super chunky yarn, but this will work for any weight yarn at all. I've got a hat coming out in a couple of days that's a connected brim using 4-ply or fingering weight yarn, and it works exactly the same. It's just obviously you've got more stitches and they're smaller, but the method is exactly the same. So on this one I've used a twisted rib, so I want the front of it facing me, the back of it isn't twisted. So I'm going to tuck the brim inside. Some patterns call for you to just turn it upwards and fasten it to the front, but I'm going to fasten this one inside, but the method is the same. You're just using the stitches from the front rather than the back if you're connecting to the front. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is fold our brim inside, and then we need to look for our tail knot. So we need to find the tail and find the stitch next to it that we're going to pick up, which would, on this one, would be this one here. Now, don't be fooled if you get this long elongated bit here with your tail. Don't be fooled that it's a stitch. I get this and I tend to weave it in with when I weave the tail in, but yeah, it's not a stitch, it's part of this section here, and we want the ones going along the top. So we're going to come across, you find the knot and then move across. Okay, so if you look across the top of your cast on edge, you should see these like loops coming in like this, and these are what you need. So you just need to pick up each one as you go across. And I tend to pick up on some things I pick up a few on a DPN, on other things I just pick them up as I go. It depends what's easiest for you. So all you need to do is find the ones that you want. So just have a little look. You don't have to go all the way around, just have a little look at the first few. So we want this one, this one, this one, this one. Ignoring these little bits that are just that stitch looping around, because that'll make it too tight. I'm going to knit one, slip it onto the left hand needle and knit it together. Oh, that's my tail, hang on. Knit it together with the live stitch and then go to your next one and pick that up and knit it together with your live stitch, and then to the next one, which is this one, pick that up, knit together with your live stitch, and you just keep going around. So where your last stitch ended, you want the next one curling out of it. See how that one is looped around it? So you want that next one. Just try and make sure you get every single one of those so that the stitch count is equal. Otherwise you might end up with like too many live stitches left, or too much of this left if you're doubling up on the cast on edge. And eventually you'll end up with a lovely connected brim. You've got all this like line of purl bump on the opposite side. And there you go. That's how you connect your brim.